Hey y'all, Melissa of Melly Sews here with you today, and today we're talking about sewing pattern storage. Now I love PDF patterns because what other kind of sewing pattern can you get in the comfort of your home at any time of day or night and just print out on your home printer and start sewing? I love that instant gratification aspect. However, because they don't come in an envelope like traditional patterns you go buy at the store, storing them can be somewhat of a challenge. So today I'm going to show you 3 ways to store sewing patterns, starting with 2 that I've tried and don't really use, and then showing you the last one that I do use. One of the first methods is to roll your patterns up in tubes. So what I have here is just the tube from inside a paper towel roll. And the idea here, roll it pretty tightly and small, and what you can do then is stick your pattern inside of a paper towel tube. Now, this is useful for a few reasons. Number 1, then you can write labels on the outside of your paper towel tube, and it keeps all those pattern pieces together. Number 2, these are pretty small to store. Like if you're going to be using like a drawer or something for storage, these are easy to just throw a whole bunch of them in there and you'll have all your pattern pieces together in one. The things I don't like about this method, you can see how my pattern here isn't working great. You have to fold your pattern so that it is the same size or smaller than the tube, or else you have pieces sticking out the ends like I do here. Hello! There's air in the middle. So anytime you're storing air, then that's going to be taking up more room in whatever bin, drawer, or whatever that you're storing things in. So this method works great for some people. I personally tried it. I don't like it. I don't do it anymore. Another storage method is the hanger method. So there's a few ways you can do this. You can get curtain clips and punch a hole and put the curtain hook through the hole and store them like that. Or what I started doing, and this is my favorite way to do this method, is grabbing old hangers from my kids' closets, because all their clothes when they were little kids came with these hangers, the pants hangers, and as their pants have gotten bigger, then we have all these hangers left around that don't really fit their pants anymore. So these are great for me to stack up patterns, and then I clip them on with the pants hanger and I hang these on a rod. So this is a great method if you have like a rod that you can hang patterns on, and if you don't mind all these hanging patterns, because you can like sort through quickly and look at patterns. The reason I only use this method for works in progress, like patterns that I am currently drafting, or I keep one set of slopers on thicker paper that is hanging, it's messy. I don't like the way a whole bunch of hangers of patterns look. I just don't think it's neat, and I think it takes up a lot of space in my closet. My closet is packed top to bottom, so I really don't like to have any more patterns hanging than absolutely necessary. It's also a way to limit myself to how many patterns I'm developing at any given point. The method I do like to use, you can see in front of me here, I have a box, a storage box. This is a nice sturdy canvas covered box. Home organization stores, big box stores, IKEA, Target, all those places have storage boxes. Just a big old thing of 6x9 envelopes. The one tricky thing I found with this when I was looking to buy boxes is that a lot of boxes are only they say they're 7 inches wide, which actually translates to like 6 3/4, 6.5. And 6x9 envelopes are actually 6.5 inches wide. So it's a weird mismatch there, but you can find boxes, like this one is actually 7 inches wide on the inside. You can even use things like shoe boxes. As long as it's at least that 6.5 inches wide for these envelopes, then it'll work. And then all I do is, if I want to put a cover on, I'll print the cover out at half scale, and then use a glue stick and stick that on the front of the envelope. Make sure I'm doing it right side up. Now, if you don't want to print this out, you can also just write the pattern name on the envelope and then I fold up my pattern pieces to put in. So when I'm folding pattern pieces, a tip that someone gave me a long time ago is fold them so that the part that shows what pattern piece this is out. So like I can tell easily that this is the pocket, this is going to be the back, and I can see that on there. And let me show you how I fold these up. So this one, I kind of ironed it so it was unwrinkled, and then I'll show you again how I fold them. Generally, I take the pattern whichever way is the widest, and then I'm going to fold it that way. It helps if on at least one side of your PDF that you have run tape all the way entirely across the seam. That helps them all fold more easily and not want to come apart. So generally I will fold like that, and then I'll compare that to my envelope size and then decide like how do I want to fold the rest of it so that I can see it. In this case I want to be able to see that it's the back, so I'm going to fold this way like that, and this piece I'm going to fold it this way, so that when it's all folded and put in there, I can see this is the back piece. And then I just stand these up in the storage box. So that is one method of storing PDF patterns to make your own sewing envelopes. I've also, before I transitioned to this using envelopes to store mine, I had also used in the past sandwich bags, and that's another good storage method, I think, because you can stack them in a box as well. The reason I switched from that is because particularly sandwich bags are pretty small, so you're having to fold into a pretty small square. Or you're getting like the quart size bags, which are actually too big and a little bit awkward to try to put in boxes. So the 6x9 envelopes and then the 7-inch wide boxes work the best for me.